Okay guys, so it's time to create the connection to the database. Now just think of the database as the backbone of our application. Without the database we can't do anything. Okay, so I want you to head over to your browser and click on localhost php I've already done that, so I want you to click on new once you've done that. Okay, so click on new and that should open up a little form right here where we're going to create a database. Okay, so I'm going to call the name of the database news, so just as easy as that, news. Okay, so it has been created. Click to dismiss and I'm going to create a new table and this is going to be users. Okay, so I'll just go with 9 for now, and I might not remember all what we need to add in the table right now, but along the line if I remember any, we're gonna go back and change it. Okay, so we need the ID. First of all, we need the ID. Okay, and we need the username name. We need the first name, the last name, we need the email, we need the password, okay, and we need the profile picture of the user, so that will be profile underscore pic. That's the user profile picture, and we need the role of the user. Okay, so I guess that's all we need for now. Okay, so let's change this. The type of the role is gonna be a voucher 255. The profile pic, I'll go with a text. Sometimes the path to the image can be large, so the password is also going to be a text. The email address is going to be a voucher of 255. The last name, voucher of 100. First name also voucher 100, and username is going to be a voucher combination of combination of first name and last name, so give 255. Okay, password is also going to be an integer, so we're going to make it to auto increment. That's the meaning of this AI, auto increment. Okay, so I'm going to check it, and it's also going to make it the primary key by default, so I'll click on go. And final thing that I'm going to do is to add, I'm going to add something right here. Okay, so that will be num underscore post, so the number of posts that that particular user has posted is also going to be an integer. I won't add a limit to that. Okay, so save and process my request, and this should be done. Okay, so I'm going to head back to my code editor and close this page, come over to the newspaper and create a new folder. I'm gonna call the folder config. Okay, and within this config I'm also gonna create a new file and call it config.php. so this is gonna hold both our database connection and all our necessary configurations. Okay, so I'm gonna save that, hit save, and that should save right there. Okay, so I'm gonna open my PHP tag. So this is just a single PHP page. There won't be any stuff like HTML, so no need to close the tag. Okay, so the very first thing that you need to add to every script should be the output buffering. Okay, so that is ob underscore start. Okay, so that's the first function. Then the next function that we need is the session. Okay, so session start, we need to also start the session because we're going to be logging in users, so it's best to define it in our configuration file. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is to get the time zone of the user. Okay, so now this is going to be tricky for you I already know my time zone. So if you want to know your time zone, you head over to php.net/time zone. You'll be able to get your time zone. Okay, so my time zone is let's just go with the function default time zone set, and it's gonna be Africa because I'm in Africa. So Africa, Lagos. Actually, that should be Lagos. Okay, I'm a Nigerian, if you must know, and I'm proud to be a Nigerian. Okay, so these are the three configurations that we need, and the next thing we need to do is to create our connection. Okay, so I'm gonna call it connection. Then I'm gonna store the connection in a connection variable. So connection is gonna be equal to new MySqli. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be using some object-oriented features in this course, so you don't need to freak out if you don't understand much of it, but at least you should just have a little grasp of it. Okay, so we're going to be connecting to the database using the object-oriented features. Okay, all right, it's just the same thing as the procedural. It's just that we're using the new keyword in this statement. Okay, so the first thing we need is the local host. That is our host. The user is going to be root, and I have no password. If your local host is having a password, then you should insert it there, but mine, I have no password, so that I'll just leave it blank. And the name of our database is news, I guess, back news. Okay, so back to my code editor. Okay, so I'll say or die. Okay, so if nothing happened, we just kill the code and we say MySqli underscore connect underscore error. Okay, and we pass in the connection variable that we had. Okay, so save, and that's it. So what we need to do right now is to include this to the header file that's in the pages header.php, and the header is included in all the pages. So once we include it in this page, then we should be safe to rock. Okay, so I'm gonna include it. So open my PHP tag, include, I'll include it once. So I'm in the, okay, since we're routing it from the index page, so we don't need to go back, we just need to go to that file. So config/config.php, save, come back, come over here, and head over to the main site, click, and if we have any error, then you should know we have a problem with our database, but it looks like there's no error. Okay, so no errors, and we're good to go. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do before we end this video is to, I'll just copy it and add it to the header file of the administrator also. Okay, so pages header.php, paste it there. Come on, what did I do? Anyway, I'll just type it out since it refused to paste. So we're in the admin folder, so we need to go back one step and head over to the config. Don't worry, I'll fix that error. config.php question mark, and we just add this and add the include. Okay, all right, so let's save and head over to the administrator, admin, click, and if we get no errors, then we're good to go. Okay, and it seems that we got no errors, so we're good to go. Okay, so we're done with the introduction, and I just want to say welcome back once again. Welcome to this course. Okay, so I really hope that you have a smooth run throughout this course. All right guys, so in the next lecture we're going to start with the basic functionalities of this course. That we're going to start by logging in and registering a new user, and the first user to log in, or let's just put it like this, the first user to register is going to have the role of an administrator. Okay, so that's a great challenge and a great functionality. So if you want to be an admin, you should be the first to log in. Okay, so I'll see you then. Bye.